What's up everyone, Nidish Rapaku here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be covering two techniques that can be used to solving squares very fast and conducively. Let's get started. So the first technique that I have on the board is the difference of squares technique. Let me show you the concept of this technique. The concept is that you have two numbers. So a squared minus b squared. Those are your two numbers. So how am I going to solve this problem? Well, the first step would be to find the sum. The sum in this case is a plus b. And then you have to find the answer of a plus b. So a plus b equals to answer like that. Then the second step would be is to find the difference. So the difference here is a minus b. So a minus b will give you your answer. And then the third and final step is to multiply sum and difference. That is the answer you got from the first step. So I'll say number 1 for that first step times the answer you got from the second step, and that will be your final answer. With that in mind, let's get to our first example of this video. So the first example of this video is 9 squared minus 3 squared. How am I going to solve this type of problem? Well, follow the steps. Step 1 is to find the sum. What will be the sum? Well, these two numbers. That would be 9 plus 3. What is 9 plus 3? 9 plus 3 is 12. Step 2 is to find the difference. So the difference is 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Step 3, that's the final step, and that is to multiply sum and difference. And what is that? Sum and difference, that is 12 times 6, where 12 is the sum and 6 is the difference. 12 times 6 is 72, and that is your final answer. Let's take the second example. The second example is 63 squared minus 59 squared. I'm trying to intensify the difficulty a little bit. So how do I solve this problem? Let's just use the 3-step process. Step 1 is to find the sum. The sum is 63 plus 59. Let's apply that Ekadika Bindu technique that you have learned. That is 63 and 59, and add them. Bottom to top. 9 plus 3 is 12. So 2 and that 1 carry. The 1 carry is going to be symbolized as a dot in this technique. 5 plus 6 is 11. We don't have a number here. So we substitute a 0, and that 1 is going to again be represented as a dot. So 0 plus that dot is 1. So 5 plus 6 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 plus 1 is 1. So 122 is the sum. Now what is step 2? Step 2 is to find the difference. The difference is 63 minus 59. So 63 minus 59, we all know that it's 4. Now let's take that final step. So step 3, and that is to multiply the sum and difference. So that is 122 times 4. 122 times 4 is 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. So final answer is 488. Let's take the final example of this trick. Final example of this trick is negative 92 squared minus negative 89 squared. Now there's negatives into the question. How do I solve the problem? Well, just follow that same 3-step process like you did with the regular numbers. Step 1 is to find the sum, like always. The sum is negative 92 plus negative 89. What is that? So we can say 92 and 89 like this, and add them. 9 plus 2 is 11, 1, and then that dot gets carried forward. 8 plus 9 is 17. There's no number. Substitute as a 0 and then that dot is for 1. Then 7 plus 1 is 8, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So 181 is the sum. But also add that negative. So that's going to be negative 181. Be careful there. Step 2 is to find the difference. The difference is negative 92 minus negative 89. That is negative 92. So negative negative is positive plus 89. So we subtract these two numbers. 92 minus 89. That is 3. Remember, when you get 3, you need to substitute a negative here. So that's going to be negative 3 as the difference. And then step 3 is to multiply the sum and difference. So we can do that as DIFF for difference. And that is negative 181 times negative 3. When you multiply two negative numbers, your answer has to be a positive number. So 181 times 3. Do it either way. You can put negatives or you can just randomly put the numbers. And that is 1 times 3 is 3. And 18 times 3 is 4 with the 2 carry. 3 times 2 is 5. Final answer is 543. and that is the example 3. Let's talk about the next technique. So the next technique is to find squares in a flash. And in this trick, I'm just going to be covering 2-digit numbers, and then later 3 and 4-digit numbers. So it's the first example I'm going to take. Let's say I had 13 squared, and I wanted to find out what is the square of this number. So the way you need to solve this is follow the steps. So step 1 is to find the number squared. That's 3 squared. You need to find 3 squared. Then what is 3 squared? 3 squared is 3 times 3, and that is 9. So that's step 1. So you got one part of your answer, and that's 9 for your answer right here. Step 2 is to multiply 1 times 3 and then double it. So multiply and then double. Watch out for the doubling. You have to double after you multiply. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2, so that double means you have to multiply by 2, and that's 6. So you got 6 here. And that goes right there. Now what is step 3? Step 3 is to find the square of this number, and that is 1. See, that's 1 squared. That is 1 times 1, which is 1. Your final answer is 169. Let's verify this by using the Ankamula technique. That is 13 times 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 169 is your actual answer. So 9 is 0, right? The Ankamula of 9 is 0, so you cross that one. And 1 plus 6 is 7. So your answer is correct. I hope you loved. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel like always. And click on the bell icon for more future uploads. Bye.